what we have done here. What did you gain from the talking with it here? Let's start with, please recollect what happened. How did you leave your home to reach here?
Okay. I'm a student. Okay, I'm Marie Claire Ikenga, a student in the University of Bamenda from last year. When the crisis started, that was in 2016. I stayed back home that year because it just started in a way that nobody could believe that I would go this far. So I said, since that year is less serious, let me just stay. I went back to school full force in 2017 and 2018 academic year. I had my advanced level in theory papers. Then I enrolled, I was admitted in the University of Bamenda in the College of Technology. I studied agriculture and environmental engineering. When we started school last year, 2018, I was so determined because I had spent a year already in the house. I lived around the school because my parents lived in the village. So I had no option than to rent on my own. That's how school was going on slowly, but it was good from the start. Around February, March, things started changing. Kidnapping started entering the university zone. They kidnapped students for money and other things. There was a day we were at our cité. We heard noise suddenly coming from, we don't even know where it was. Everybody scattered, everybody running to your own places I can hide in different directions. 2 girls were kidnapped that day, 2 girls were taken. We left, we didn't come back to the city. We stayed till the next day that they came back. They texted us that they are back. We came to see them and they told us that they had taken 50,000 francs from them each, but they were fine, they were not beaten. So we had small courage to still stay and push forward. Around 2 weeks later, they came again to the city. So other guys that they came around 8 p.m. We had closed our doors early because when the kidnapping started, we were advised to enter your house by 5 o'clock and don't open. Even if it's your city mail, let the person text you before coming. That is to show that the person is not coming in with another person, with somebody pointing a gun on the head. So that day, I was not really feeling fine. So my city mates had to come and check on me. They said I shouldn't close my door with a key. I should just bound the door. I stayed inside. They went to their rooms. We were preparing for exams. I was supposed to be like in 2 weeks. Other girls who had left town come to stay in the city so that it would be easy for them to be studying and going to school in groups. My machine had been begged by one of the girls. One of them left their room to go and eat herself. Going out, they just saw her entering back with her hands up. And when she was, and the mates were angry. They were asking her, "Have you eaten yourself already?" She could not answer because there was a gun on her head. That's how those guys attacked, beat them, took their machines and phones away. Any money that was in their account, they transferred to an unknown number and deleted the message. Gave them their SIM cards, but took all Android phones and machines away. My machine was taken that night. So they texted me with one other Chironko because they were not taking Chironko phones. They texted and asked if they came to my room. I said no. They said, okay, let me just close my door. We'll see in the morning. I closed my door. The next day, that's when they told me the story. Around April 16, one morning I was going to the stream. Taps were disturbing. They were not stable. I was going to the stream with one of my city mates. Going now, we heard a bike coming from the bush. Oh, it was obvious that I see the Amber fighters. As we were coming, we split it into she ran in her own direction, I went to my own direction, but they had seen us. So they started following us and they caught me. That was my own unfortunate day. They caught me, they told me to climb on the bike. There were 3, a driver, and they told me to sit. I wanted to resist, but seeing the gun, I had no option. I followed them. They took me to the bush and they told me to give my parents' number. I told them that I'm an orphan. They insisted, they said I should give somebody's number that can give them anything so that I will be released. I told them that I'm an orphan. I'm begging, and yes, I'm living with my friends in the city that are just helping me because we grew up together before my parents died. I was just saying all that because I didn't want to create tension in my parents' mind. My mother has high blood and I knew that it's not even good for her health. If she hears she might even collapse, and in that situation, I don't know what can happen to her. So I pinned on that statement that I'm an orphan. They beat me, tried to force words out of me. They dealt with me, beating circumference under my legs, wheresoever, everywhere. They beating. Not one person, just beating. I said, I'm an orphan, please, they should let me go. That's how when they tried, they sent me back. I barely walked to my house, and when I reached, I told my statement to give me 7,000, I'll give her back. I told one taxi man to carry me to town. He packed all my things, and I went to the family house. It was really far from school. I could not even be leaving school to that place. So I was taken to the hospital. That's when I called my parents and told them all what has been happening. My parents, they were not ready to yet come to Yaoundé. They were waiting that they will come around September when schools want to start, so that my other brothers have been in the house for 3 years, they can start school. But all that coming up, they had no option than to come. So they decided that they came to Yaoundé. They came up and took me along. That's how I came to Yaoundé. And when I came, it has not even been easy. I left school 2 weeks before exams, before first semester exams. That is just stopping education just like that. I had never even imagined that I would one day be in that situation, because my whole desire has been that school. I was ready to go through anything. But as it came to that point of that kidnapping, I could not take it anymore. So I came to Yaoundé, not writing first semester exam, not writing second semester exam. That is it.